Welcome back to Instables, everyone. Again, going over our intraday swing and long perspective after today's Fed minutes. Again, giving us a pullback here as we are now testing the lower end of our trend line here that we have been tracking. Will we have a bounce back from here? Will we possibly continue on lower from here? What exactly is going to give us confirmation on that move? Again, after today's Fed minutes, most Feds mentioned that they do support a 25-point base rate hike leading into our next Fed rate hike. However, some Feds not ruling out 50-point bases. So again, we did have a pullback, but again, they only did not rule out 50-point bases. It does not mean that we can't still anticipate possible 25-point base rate hikes to come and possible decreases in rates, which would lead to a rate cut. So again, keeping that in mind as we're leading into PCE data on Friday, I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Hit the like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you are a day trader, if you want to see pre-market news that you want to be watching, if you're looking for data sets that you want to be watching, for example, 30 minutes before market open, the market very much does react to certain data sets and you didn't know that they were coming out, or 30 minutes after market open, if you guys are trading out the gate movers, or just looking for those major volatile breakouts on news that we mention every single day in the Instables room, go to instables.com in the description below. And for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys, looking at our intraday perspective off the bat here, again, sitting on a doji candle, indecisive as Feds, again, were more so on the 25-point base rate hike side of things, but also did not rule out 50-point bases. So again, the market unsure what to anticipate next. PCE data on Friday coming out. That is our next biggest data set. Not as big as Fed minutes, but very much going to be on watch 1 hour before market open. So going into tomorrow, we want to see if we can close above our 50-day moving average to see if we can continue to respect our 50-day moving average with our 20-day curling and continuing on higher for that possible continuation. If we're looking for that bounce back, we want to see how we close tomorrow. Again, looking for more momentum and better proof of concept here if we're going to be continuing on higher. Again, at this point in time, very cautious as we are testing the lower end of our trend line here. Again, if we drop below it, we will be looking for that possible bearish candle setup below it. Again, looking for that possible bearish candle setup on that possible engulfing candle to the downside. Maybe we have a possible overreaction to the downside, come back with the doji, and then we possibly continue on with an opening and closing of a red bar, continuing on lower. That would be an evening star. So again, multiple setups that we can have if we drop down below the lower end of our channel. However, at this point in time, very much cautious, indecisive as we will be going into tomorrow, and then with PPI on Friday, that should show us exactly where we are going to bounce from here, or if we are going to possibly look for that bearish candle setup below our trend line here. So again, keeping that in mind, that's what we're going to be watching out for. Now looking at our swing perspective, again, as we are testing here on our 50-day moving average, we do have our 20 weekly moving average still below our 50 weekly moving average. However, we're very much on watch to see if we can cross above here, as we are finally curling up the closest we have been within the last year for that possible shift into bullish momentum. So again, going to the next week, if we do close higher than our prior open that we had here, again, closing higher here, that would possibly give us that engulfing candle going into next week, or that would be possibly that continuation on lower if we happen to get some crazy major rejection with our 20 weekly moving average not crossing above our 50 weekly moving average. So again, keeping that in mind, going to next week, this is our watch to see if our 20 weekly moving average does close above our 50 weekly moving average for that possible, again, bullish candle setup that will give us our continuation. And again, intraday, that will be that confident move and continuation on higher, or swings, looking to see if we can get that continuation on respecting our 20 weekly moving average here. Very key if we want to see any continuation here. Again, to the bearish side, again, we very much are just cautious at this point in time. I know we got a lot of bearish moves here. We even gapped down here, which is why we are cautious to the upside or the downside. However, we are looking to see if we can close next week's candle above our prior open that we had here on this candle to see if we can get back higher, possibly get that bullish candle setup that we're looking for here. Again, looking at our MACD, the reason why we're looking for still that possible continuation is because the median of our MACD, and until our 12 crosses below our 26, we are not ultimately bearish here for that major sell-off. Again, just finally crossing above the median of our MACD that we have not had for about the last year here. So again, keeping this in mind, bulls very much on watch to see if we do continue. And if we do, there will be a very nice swing to the upside. So again, keep that in mind, very much looking for confirmation here on the weekly chart. We will get that confirmation either when we do retest or possibly get that rejection to the downside. And looking at our monthly chart again, we have been talking about how retesting our 20-month moving average has been showing us our intraday and swing momentum recently, as we did have a full green bar here, and then now we are getting that wick to the upside here again, still closing this candle on the month. So again, this candle still needs to close, but at this point in time, we are showing a rejection on our 20-month moving average. So again, keeping that in mind, we could continue on with that rejection if this is going to close as a rejection candle at the end of the month. So again, that is also our bearish case scenario. Our EMA lines here on our MACD are curling lower. So again, that is a huge caution sign. If we are going to have any more bullish momentum, we will be looking again for that candle to close higher on the weekly chart. That will be the watch. Again, on our daily chart, we are looking for that possible either bounce going into tomorrow, or we will get that confirmation on bearish momentum if we do drop down below our 50, drop down below our trend line, and then get that confirmation on that candle to the downside and that bearish candle setup. That is our intraday perspective. So again, we are very much looking to see how we open and close within our 20-day and weekly moving average, as they are still above one another. But if our 20-day starts to curl over here, it will be interesting to see exactly how our candles close here, because that could be that confirmation on very nice plays to the downside. We'll see exactly what happens leading into PPI on Friday. Now again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news, if you're market prepping before market open, if you're looking for those very volatile breakouts, we mention them every single day in the Instabulls room. Again, for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabulls continuing to take with the market gives us as we have been. Again, very volatile today, but again, we will take what the market gives us regardless. Staying blessed. And again, much love to every one of you guys. I appreciate you guys. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.